So somebody wrote in and wanted to know if you are esotropic, which means your eyes turned in. So the eyes turned in like this, esotropia. And you have a sixth nerve palsy, number 6 nerve. Why is it if I cover the uninvolved eye that this eye will move to pick up fixation if the cranial nerve 6, which controls the lateral rectus muscle, is out? Which is a very good question, right? Shouldn't it just stay in like this? The nerve is broken, the muscle is broken, the cover test shouldn't work. However, the cover test works because when you cover the fixing eye, the other eye has to pick up that fixation. In order to pick up that fixation, it must move. And so if it was turned in, it must turn out. So in any palsy that is sub-absolute, it's either -3 or -2 or -1, the eye will still be able to move, and it will move back to the center. So when you have an esotropia, if I cover the fixing eye, then the paretic eye will have to move back to the center to pick up fixation to look at the target. This is the basis of the cover test. And if it's not a complete 6 nerve palsy, if it's -1, -2, -3, but not -4, the eye still can move. And even if the lateral rectus is completely palsied, what is causing the eye to turn in is actually overaction of the medial rectus. Overaction of the medial rectus. And that's because the medial rectus muscle is the direct antagonist of the lateral rectus muscle. It does the opposite. And so when you have a weak lateral rectus, the medial rectus will overact because its direct antagonist is weak, and this is what produces the esotropia. It's not just the weakness of the lateral rectus that causes the eye to turn in. It is the overaction of the unopposed direct antagonist, the medial rectus muscle. And therefore, when you cover the fixing eye, the medial rectus just lets go, and the eye comes back to primary position. This is the basis of the cover test. So in answer to your question, why is the eye turned in, and how can you have a cranial nerve 6 palsy and still have a cover test that works? You are relieving the overaction of the medial rectus. It doesn't matter that the lateral rectus is too weak. All you're doing is turning off the medial rectus.